ready.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
one. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system? I don't want to wait. Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. I don't want to wait anymore.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready? Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find...
And hello, everybody. It's baseball time in Haysville. Todd Hook along with Chris Worrell bringing you live Jayhawk League action today. Today, a doubleheader with your Haysville Aviators and the El Dorado Broncos. This is a makeup game. We're going to play two today, two 7-inning games. The second game will start about 30 minutes after the first one. Here's how El Dorado will go. 9-7 on the season, coached by Toby Rudder and Grant Bachara. Here is the order. Caleb Littlejohn will lead it off and play shortstop. He's out of Kansas State. Austin Toth will be out in right field out of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Hitting third will be Tanner Sheets out of Sugar Land, Texas. College is undecided. He will be over at third base. In the cleanup spot will be the designated hitter Maddox Solomon out of Cisco Junior College. Brady Sargent will hit fifth. He's out of Utah Valley State and play over at first base. Jarrett Coyne will be in left field out of Alma College. Hitting seventh will be Jordan Anstedig. He is out of Alma College. He'll be at second base. Pete Caravella will be in center field out of Alma. And rounding out the order will be Tucker Catlett out of Cloud County Community College. He will do the catching. First pitch weather, 100 degrees straight up. Heat index 108, and wind is south at 17. Scorebook has already blown off twice if you're keeping track at home. We are down a computer, already had one overheat, so we will stay with you as long as the computer will allow us. We have an umbrella on the other one, so we will see how it goes, so hang with us. El Dorado comes in 9-7, won last night 7-5 over these Aviators. Get to the Aviator defense in just a moment. First pitch from Jason Salva. And that's low, ball one. Caleb Littlejohn hitting .222. Tall, lanky right-hander out of Kansas State. 1 ball and no strikes. Here we go. That is in there for a strike. Good fastball there from Jason Salva. Salva 0-2 on the season, 8 1/3 innings of work. Both of them were starts. 11 strikeouts, 7 walks. He's given up 15 hits. 1-1 now. That is high and away. 2 balls and a strike. Two games tonight, 2 7-inning games. We'll have them both for you. Here's the 2-1. That is high, 3 balls and 1 strike. Set the defense in just a moment. Appreciate everybody tuning in. 3-1. Here it is. That is high and away, and they'll walk him. So Little John will have a leadoff walk, and that's how they start it. Defensively for the Aviators, left to right in the outfield will be Cross, McCarthy, and Cuccinata. Williams will be over at third base, Garcia at shortstop, Gutierrez at second base, Nixon over at first, Stoltz over behind the plate. There you have it. First pitch to Austin Toth in there for a strike. Toth out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, hitting .217. Right-handed hitter be playing out in right field today. Little John led it off with a walk, and you're caught up. That is bounced to the shortstop. Gutierrez up with it. That is Garcia up with it. Bobbled it a little bit over to second. They get the lead man over to first, not in time. So Toth will be on with a fielder's choice. Pretty good ball there to turn. Unable to get it. A little bit of bobble there. So Little John is erased. One out now in the inning. Here is Tanner Sheets, and he takes a strike. Sheets undecided where he'll end up this fall, but he's out of Sugar Land, Texas, hitting .286. Plays over at third base tonight. And the pitch. That is drilled to center field. McCarthy with a step back comes in and hauls it in. That was textbook outfield play there by McCarthy. First step is always a drop step. And that's 2 away. Two outs now. Here is the designated hitter and the cleanup guy, Maddox Solomon. Big feller out of Cisco Junior College. Throw over to first. And he's back in time. Nixon over at first today. Sometimes plays over at third base. New guy at third. That would be Williams. And the pitch. That's a good fastball in there at the knees. A ball, no balls, and a strike. First of two here tonight. Plenty of time to get out here. Lots of cool drinks and good food at the concession stand. Here's the 0-1. That is popped foul down the right side. Solomon in the hole, 0-2. 2 outs, just underway. Top of the first. No score. Broncos 7-5 winners last night. And the pitch. That is bounced to the right side. Nixon, great play. He'll take it himself. And that'll do it. So the Broncos will strand one. We've played a half an inning. No score from Haysville. We'll be right back.
Award-winning schools for students of all ages. In a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom half of the first. No score in game one of the doubleheader between your Haysville Aviators and the El Dorado Broncos. Here's how the Aviators will go. Shea Gutierrez will lead it off and play second base out of Incarnate Word. Carter Cross out of the University of Nebraska will be in left field. Damon Nixon over at first base out of Florence Darlington Tech. He will hit third. Nigel Williams, new guy out of Lake Erie College. He will be over at third base. He will bat in the cleanup spot. Nick Stoltz will be behind the plate and hit fifth. He's out of University of Miami in Ohio. Luke Giacchetta will be the designated hitter. He's out of Cochise. He will hit sixth. Jack Cuccinata in right field out of LaSalle. He will hit seventh. Hitting eighth will be Manny Garcia. He will be the shortstop out of LaSalle. And rounding out the order will be Garrett McCarthy out in center field out of Mission College. Here is Shea Gutierrez. The numbers that we will give you are at the beginning of the day. So we have lost one of our reference computers due to overheating, so we'll give you numbers starting at the beginning of the day. So Gutierrez comes in hitting .339. First pitch from Hayes, big right-hander out of Williams Baptist. Here it is. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. We'll get to the El Dorado defense in just a moment. Gutierrez, the second baseman. Incarnate Word. Good season, pretty much an everyday player, .339. Runs well. That's in the dirt. That'll make the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. Aviators coached by Lance Spongeberg and Michael Thompson. Come in today 4-11 on the season. That is Jayhawk League action. 1 ball and 1 strike. That misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Very hot day, still plenty of seating available here. And a 2-1 swung through and missed. Good hack at that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, bottom of the first. No score. I think there's more people sitting in the cars out behind the left field fence waiting on construction than in the stands. 2-2. That is fouled back. Good off-speed pitch. Gutierrez able to get a piece. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Encourage everyone to turn the sound down on the College World Series and listen to us. And you could tweet us an update every now and then if you're so inclined at Hook Bats. Here's a 2-2. That is driven to right center. That's going to get down and roll. Gutierrez around first into second. That'll roll to the warning track. Caravella up with it very quickly, gets it in, and that'll be a leadoff double for Shea Gutierrez. So good start for the Aviators. Defensively for the Broncos, Coyne in left, Caravella in center, Toth over in right, Sheets over at third base, Little Jim at short, Anstendig over at second base, Sargent at first, Catlett behind the plate, and on the mound will be Ruskin Hayes, a right-hander out of Williams Baptist. From what we can see, this is his first outing of the Jayhawk League season. Here's Carter Cross out of the University of Nebraska, hitting .222. Hayes going to step out. Looks like there goes our umbrella. Catlett out to talk to his pitcher to make sure that everybody's on the same page with signage. The guy at second base. Certainly don't want to cross anybody up. Did lose our umbrella. Good thing that there was a mound conference. Chris was able to go get it. And the pitch. That is bounced to the left side. Looks like that'll get under the glove of Little Jim. 1 run will score. And Cross into second base. Little Jim was going to round that play out a little bit and get in front of it. Looked like he had a beat on the big hob. Just took his eye off of it for a minute. We'll see how. Looks like they're going to score that an error, and I agree. So Carter is aboard on the error. And the Aviators lead it 1-0. Damon Nixon now. Step in from the left side with a right-hander on the mound. Runner at second base, nobody out. And Nixon is going to step out and start over. Aviators lead it 1-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Nixon, a .294 hitter out of Florence Darlington Tech. First pitch to him. That is an off-speed pitch that catches the outside corner for a strike. Looks like a good backdoor breaking ball there from Hayes. 0-1. 7-5 ball game last night. El Dorado came out on top. That is swung on and missed. Count even 1-1. Kind of a odd-looking swing there from Nixon. Nixon at first base tonight. Haven't seen the Aviators for about a week. Here's the 0-2. They've been on the road at Liberal and El Dorado. That is wide. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the first. Aviators lead it 1-0. And the pitch. That is wide. Count even now, 2-2. Nixon, a .294 hitter. Switch hitter. Will go left-handed against the right-hander today. And the offering from Hayes. That is drilled. 1 hopper to the shortstop. He knocks it down over to first. Just gets him by an eyelash. Nixon still nursing a bad thigh. So a good play there by Little Jim. Ball was absolutely blistered. And that's 1 out. Nixon running anywhere near 100% beats that out by about an hour and a half. New guy now, Nigel Williams out of Lake Erie College, right-handed hitter, hitting .250 on the young season. Third base tonight, steps in from the right side. Runner at second base. Gutierrez led it off with a double, and he has since scored. And the pitch. That is popped up to the right side. First baseman Sargent shielding his eyes, and the second baseman comes in, makes the call. And it looks like they lost it in the sun. Looks like that will go as a base hit for Williams. Looks like Sargent may have had a bead on it, and Anstendig came in and called him off. It was really probably Anstendig had a better angle on it. Nonetheless, looks like they're going to score that one a hit, and I agree. 2 hits now on the night for the Aviators, first and third now. Still 1 out. Here's the catcher, Nick Stoltz, and they're going to step off. Williams does run very well. Stoltz out of the University of Miami in Ohio. 385 hitter, throw over. He's back in time. Aviators 4-11 on the season. First and third, 1 out. Williams does run very well. Good lead over there. And the pitch. Off speed is in there for a strike. Soft stuff early is going to be what's going to keep Hayes in the ball game. He's done just that so far. A couple of balls hit very hard, but it's been right at somebody. Throw over, a little closer. No balls and a strike. Stoltz hitting in the 5 spot tonight, doing the catching. And the 0-1. That is a broken bat, slow roller to the shortstop, and that'll lead him up. So Little John is struggling over there at shortstop. That'll be an error on Little John. And Cross will score. Aviators now lead it 2-0. Little Jim. Correction, that is Little Jim. My bad. First and second, now 1 out. Aviators lead it 2-0. Little Jim having his troubles over there at shortstop. Here's Luke Jaquetta. And that's high and inside. Gets away from the catcher, Catlett. That'll be a pass ball. Runners will advance. Got to wonder if he may have crossed him up on that one. Catlett unable to get anything on it. Got just a little bit of a glove. Not enough to keep it from rolling to the screen. Second and third now. Still 1 out. El Dorado struggling a little bit defensively. That is inside. 2 balls and no strikes now to Jaquetta. Hitting in the 6th spot, designated hitter out of Cochise Community College. A couple of home runs on the season and a 2 offering. That's a good off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 now. Very hot day here in Haysville, 100 degrees. With the humidity, it feels like 108. I was thinking 107. That's in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. Good block there by Catlett. In these weather conditions, who is going to make the less mistakes? That will be the question. 2 errors so far here in the bottom of the first by the Broncos. That has popped up to the right side. Looks like Sargent will get another chance. He makes a call and the play over near the fence for out number 2. So good play over there by Sargent on a ball that was hit right into the sun. 2 outs now. Here is Jack Cuccinata. Right-hander out of LaSalle, 296 on the season. And the first pitch. That is wide, ball 1. Very tight zone back behind the plate. We'll see if that continues. And the 1-0. That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Catlett. Cuccinata ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 Aviators. We are in the bottom half of the first. Here's the 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. A lot of confidence in the off-speed pitch from Ruskin Hayes. Hayes out of Williams Baptist. And the 2-1. That is bounced just behind the third base bag foul. Sheets got a glove on it, and it's foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two outs, bottom of the first. Windy day here in Haysville. First of 2 tonight, 2 7-inning games. We'll have them both for you. Aviators lead it 2-0 early. And Hayes is going to step off and start again. Not one of the fastest workers I have seen all year long. 7th man to bat in the order for the Aviators here in the bottom of the first. Here's a 2-2. That is nebbed foul. That was off his foot. Looked like a changeup that the bottom dropped out of. Pretty good pitch there by Hayes. Cuccinata able to just get a piece. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Garcia would be next. Here's the 2-2. That is driven to left field. Will the ballpark hold it? Back it goes and out of here. That is a 3-run home run for Jack Cuccinata. And that blows it wide open. That was just shy of 63rd Street. And that'll be 5-0 now Aviators here in the bottom of the first. So a home run for Cuccinata on a 2-2 pitch. And he put it out on 63rd Street. 5-0 now Aviators. Here is the 8-hole man, Manny Garcia. First pitch swinging. Shortstop is going to have to back up, catch it on the big hop. Over to first, not in time. Garcia beat it out. Little Jim still having his troubles. He had to step back and wait on that one. Probably could have came and got it. That's the only way he was going to get Garcia, but nonetheless, Garcia is aboard with a base hit here in the bottom of the first. 9th man bat now. Here is Garrett McCarthy. Throw over, And Garcia's back there. Squirts it away from Sargent, but not far enough for Garcia to advance. Traffic now backed up on 63rd Street. No, not because of the home run. They are doing some construction on the railroad tracks. And here's the first pitch to McCarthy. That is in there at the knees for strike one. 2-8 on the season out of Mission College. Throw over. That's in time. Guys in the truck tells me that the woman got out of her car and took the home run ball. So Cucinotta's not getting that one. That is driven to center field, and that'll be a base hit for McCarthy. And the lineup will turn over here in the bottom of the first. Garcia down to second. Here is Shea Gutierrez. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. Looks like pitching coach will come out to visit. Gutierrez led it off with a double and scored. 5 runs on the inning for the Aviators. No activity yet in the bullpen for the Broncos. Looks like they're just out to talk about it. Aviators have jumped all over Bronco pitching so far. 5 hits on the night, including a 3-run home run by Jack Cucinotta. Took a 2-2 pitch all the way to 63rd Street. Wind blowing out here. Big ballpark here in Haysville. 350 down the lines, 375 in the alleys. And a driver 7-iron to center field. They say 425. And there goes the umbrella. That was off my head this time. And the first pitch to Gutierrez is smothered. That is ball 1. First and second now, 2 outs. Somebody ought to build an umbrella just for computers. You get on that, Chris. You got a long weekend coming up. And that's going to hit him. So Gutierrez will be aboard for the second time in the inning. And they'll be loaded. Bases are loaded now. 2 outs. Carter Cross now. Reached on an error in the first. He's 0 for 1. Cross hitting .222 at the beginning of the day out of the University of Nebraska. Be his second look at Hayes. And that's high and away, ball 1. Aviators lead at 5-0 on 5 hits. Taking advantage of at least a couple of Bronco errors here in the bottom of the first. That is in there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the left fielder, Carter Cross. And the 1-1, and he pulled the string on him. He swung through it for strike 2. Good change of pace there by Ruskin Hayes. Had Cross out in front. 1-2. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Hayes with a long look in there. And the 1-2. That is bounce foul. Good off-speed pitch. And Cross able to hang in there and get a piece of it. Engineer looking for the umbrella. I think it's somewhere around Valley Center. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the offering from Hayes. That has popped up. Looks like Little Jim will have a shot, and he will make the play. Aviators leave him loaded. We've played 1 inning. Aviators 5, Broncos nothing. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back. We go to the top of the second. All Aviators so far, they lead at 5-0. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Broncos. Broncos sent 4 men to the plate last inning and stranded one and came up empty. It'll be Sergeant Coyne and Anstendig here in the second. Salva out for inning number 2. No computer, so no pitch count, so we'll just guess. First pitch, that's in there. Good fastball for a strike on the inside corner to Sargent. First baseman out of Utah Valley State, hitting .366 at the beginning of the day. And a 0-1. That is squirted foul. That was actually into the Bronco dugout. The old knucklehead detector. It'll get you when you least expect it. 0-2 now. Salva ahead in the count. And the pitch. That is bounced to the left side, and Williams is going to cut it off. Over to first in time for out number 1. So the leadoff man is retired here in the second. Good news for Aviators. Williams over at third. He is new to the club in the last 5 or 6 days. Here is Jarrett Coyne out of Alma College. Coyne playing left field today. First pitch is high and away, ball 1. This is Coyne's first look at Salva today. And the 1-0 is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Salva with 11 strikeouts and 8 1/3 innings of work so far this summer. He's walked 7. And a 2-0 from the left-hander. That is in there for a strike. Good fastball on the outside corner. 2-1. Coyne hitting .255. Right-handed hitter. And a 2-1. That is low and in, 3-1. Salva, a fast worker. See if Salva can get healthy. Here's the 3-1. That is in there for a strike. Coyne was headed towards first base. He will come back and play a little bit more. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Salva with a long look. Here it is. That's in the dirt. And that'll be ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued to Jarrett Coyne. That'll bring up Jordan Anstendig out of Alma College. So these 3 hitters are all from Alma College. Anstendig, the second baseman today, hits from the left side. A left-on-left matchup. Runner at first base, 1 out, and the pitch. And he shows bunt, and bunts through it for strike 1. Looks like Anston Digg had the thought of maybe pushing one or dragging one. Looked like more of a push opportunity there. And that is high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. One out runner at first. Here it is. That's a good fastball, just missed low and away, 2-1. Aviators lead at 5-0 on 5 hits. Broncos still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Anston Digg is the 7th man to bat in the ball game. That is through the right side for a base hit. First and second now. Anston Digg will be at first. First and second now, 1 out. Here is Pete Caravala, also out of Alma College. Center fielder also hits from the left side, hitting .225. First and second, 1 out. Anston Digg gets the club's first hit of the ball game. Looks like time will be called. Stoltz is going to go out and talk to Salva. Not a real speedy ball game tonight. Quick conversation. 2 7-inning ball games tonight, making up a rain out that was scheduled for Monday. First pitch to Caravala. That is driven to right field. That's going to get over the head of Cuccinata. That'll be up against the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Caravala is going to be waved home. Looks like the cutoff man mishandled the ball. It gets away from him, and that'll be an inside to Parker. Actually, that'll be a triple and an error. So 2 runs, actually 3 runs will score on the play. So that'll be scored a triple and an error. And it's now 5-3 Aviators. All the damage was done on 6th, 7th, and 8-hole hitters. Tucker Catlin now, the catcher, out of Cloud County Community College, hits from the right side. 5-3 now, Aviators. Coyne led it off with a walk, a base hit by Anston Digg, and a triple and an error by Caravala. And you're up to date. First pitch to Catlett is in there for a strike. And the pitch, and he shows a bunt and misses. 0-2. Looks like he was thinking about pushing one down the first baseline. Nobody on, so not really a sacrifice situation. Williams is playing back, but it didn't look like his bat angle was going to allow him to get it to the left side. Nixon way back. 0-2. That is bounced and picked up by the third baseman, and he can't get enough on it, and that'll be a base hit for Catlett. That was just over the third baseline. Good play by Williams. It looked like he stumbled a little bit when he tried to plant, unable to get anything on the throw, and that will be a base hit. And that'll get us to the top of the order. Here is Caleb Littlejim. Walked and was forced out in the first. Shortstop out of Kansas State. First pitch swinging, and that is fouled back. 0-1. 3 runs across here for El Dorado in the top of the second. Aviators lead at 5-3. Not exactly a stellar night defensively. 3 errors so far between the two clubs. Throw over to first, and Catlett's back in there. Not a huge lead by Catlett. That is high and away, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sargent led it off by bouncing out to the left side. It's been downhill ever since. 2-1 now to the leadoff man, Littlejim. 2:22 at the start of the day. And the pitch. That is bounced to the left side. That'll get through for a base hit. So Little Jim has his first base hit of the night. Runners at first and second now, only one out. 4 hits on the night for El Dorado. They have gotten the best of Salva this inning. All 4 hits have come this inning. Looks like Coach Bunsberg going to go out and talk about it. Doubleheader tonight. This is the first of 2 7-inning games. We'll have them both for you. If you're in the area, still time to get out here and see some of your Aviators in action. Aviators will be off to Hays tomorrow. They will start a 3-game series at Hays tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. You want to tune into the Hays Larks website. You can see where you can listen to that game. First and second now, 1 out. Here is Austin Toth. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first and was stranded. First and second. That is high, ball 1. Toth out of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. 217 on the young season. Actually, not too young. We're just about halfway. El Dorado 9-7. And the 1-0 is high. 2-0. Salva struggling a little bit here in the second. He's given up 3 runs on 4 hits. A walk to Coin started it off. That is inside, 3-0. Looks like they're going to get somebody hot here in the bullpen. We'll let you know who it is in just a moment. And here's the 3-0 to Toth. That's in there for a strike. Good pitch right at the letters, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Salva trying to get healthy in this count. And that's high and away, and he'll lose him. Walk issued of the inning by Salva, and they're loaded. Austin Smith getting loose in the bullpen, a right-hander out of Southwestern University. Salva faced 4 hitters in the first, didn't give up a run or a hit. Retired the first man of the inning, and then walked a guy, gave up 4 straight hits, and then another walk. 1 out, bases are loaded. First pitch swinging by Sheets. Will it get enough? Will it be enough? That is 1 hops the wall. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. Here comes the 3rd run. And Sheets will be in there with a 3 RBI double. So Sheets' first pitch swinging. And the Broncos have now taken the lead. 6-5 now, Broncos. Here is Maddox Solomon. Five hits for the Broncos and 5 hits for the Aviators. We're in the top of the second. 6-5 Broncos. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch is in there from Salva for call strike. 9th man to bat in the order. We have 1 out. 2 walks and 5 hits issued by Salva in this inning. And the 0-1. That is driven to center field, right center. That'll get down. Another run will score. And Maddox Solomon in there with an RBI double. 7-5 now, Broncos. And officially both sides of my scorebook is fouled up, if anybody cares. Brady Sargent now out of Utah Valley. Bounced out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Salvo with a long look. Here it is. Good hack at a fastball. Just missed. No balls and a strike. So Sargent had some ideas about 63rd Street. Big husky feller. First baseman. Wind still blowing out here at Vulcan Field. And the 0-1. That is driven to right center. That'll be in the gap. 1 run will score. That will roll all the way to the wall. Looks like they're going to send Sargent to third. And he'll make it without a throw. So Sargent now 1 for 2 and an RBI. 8-5 now. Broncos, looks like Coach Spongeburg has seen enough. And that'll be it for Salva. So Salva will exit without getting 2 outs here in the second. 8-5 now. Broncos, looks like I'm going to go with Austin Smith, number 12 out of Southwestern College. Big, tall right-hander. Get you his numbers in just a moment. We are short of computers, so we'll just have to be patient. Or maybe not. Aviators go on the road tomorrow. They will be at Hayes. 3-game series with Hayes, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Still time to get out here. First of 2 games tonight. This will be the 3rd appearance for Austin Smith. Looks like he's worked 7 in the 3rd innings, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs, no earned runs. Struck out 13 and walked 2. He is 0-1 on the season, so he'll be called upon to stop this hemorrhaging. 8 runs in the inning here for the Broncos. And the first pitch to Jarrett Coyne is low, ball 1. And that is low again, 2-0. So not a good start for Smith. And the pitch, that is bounced to the left side. Garcia to his right, up with it over to first in time. A run will score, and that will be out number 2. A good play over there by Garcia. Had to go a couple of steps to his right. Score now 9-5 Broncos. They have come from behind in this game and have taken the lead by 4. 2 outs now. Here is Jordan Anstendig. And the first one is batted foul. Anstendig 1 for 1 today and a run scored out of Alma College. Good fastball by Smith. That is foul straight back, 0-2. Seven hits for the Broncos, 5 hits for the Aviators. We're in the top of the second. And the 0-2. That is low. 1-2. And that is swung on and missed. Kind of a haphazard swing, but that'll do it. So Anstendig will go down swinging here. We've played an inning and a half. 9-5. Broncos will be right back. And we're back. Go to the home half of the second. Aviators now with some work to do. They had a 5-0 lead, but they've given up 9 runs in the top of the second. Broncos lead at 9-5. 3, 4, and 5 scheduled for the Aviators. It'll be Nixon, Williams, and Stoltz. Damon Nixon will lead it off. He'll hit from the left side. 0 for 1 today, bounced out to the left side. 294 at the start of the day. Aviators 4 and 11. Off-speed pitch floats high, ball 1. Hayes out for inning number 2. Got himself in some trouble, gave up 5 runs in the first. We'll see how he does this time. Pretty good change of pace, and Nixon swings through it. 1-1. Nixon out of Florence Darlington Tech. Off-speed pitch, he swings through it. 1-2. Aviators lost a close one last night, 7-5 over at El Dorado. Hayes taking his time. Good long look. Here's the 1-2. That is low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye there by Nixon. Bottom of the second. 9-5 Broncos. 7-inning ball game. 2-2. That is bounced to the left side. That's going to be cut off by Sheets. And he'll be safe. Umpire said that the throw was up the line, did pull Sargent off the bag, and Nixon will be aboard on an error. Good start for the Aviators. Umpire right on top of it. Nobody out. Here's Nigel Williams. Base hit and scored a run in the first. New guy out of Lake Erie College. Third baseman tonight. Throw over. Pretty close. Nixon back in there. Nixon in there head first. Seven hits for the Broncos, 5 for the Aviators. We're in the bottom of the second. Throw back over. Not sure why he's worried about Nixon. Not sure Nixon would run in his condition. First pitch to Williams. That's an off-speed pitch, floats in there for strike 1. Not a whole lot of velocity from Hayes. He is sneaky fast at times. Throw back over. And Nixon's back in there. Hot day here in Haysville. First pitch, it was 100 degrees, 108 heat index. All I know is I can't do anything with my hair. Here's the 0-1. That is bounced to the third baseman. He's got it on a big hop over to second for one, back to first. Not in time. So Nixon will be forced at second. And Williams will reach on the fielder's choice. Williams does run well. Pretty much a tailor-made double play ball. Room service hop there for Sheets. Here is Nick Stoltz. Doing the catching tonight, one out runner at first. Pretty good lead over there by Nigel Williams. And the pitch. That is high. Stoltz hitting .385 on the season. He's in the 5 spot tonight. He will report to the University of Miami in Ohio. Throw over, and Williams is back in there. Both clubs have struggled a little bit defensively. Throw back over. Aviator bench has become impatient. I'm not sure becomes would be a good word. I would say continues. And the 1-0. That is driven to left center. That'll get over the head of the center fielder, Caravella. And they will send Williams. He will score from first. And the Aviators get one back on the triple from Stoltz. So Stoltz in with a triple. There's another situation where the cutoff man, or at least the first one, was missed. They may have had a play at third base, but the cutoff man was missed. So each club has done that. So credit Stoltz with an RBI. He is 0 for 1 today. Here is Jaquetta. High hopper to the shortstop. Over to first in time. So Little Jim disposes of Jaquetta. And we have 2 outs. Aviators get another run. Now 9-7. I'm guessing whoever has the last at bat will win this one. Here is Jack Cuccinata. 3-run homer in the first. He is 1 for 1. First pitch swinging. That is dumped to center field. Caravella has a beat on it, ranging to his right, and will haul it in. Aviators get a couple, and they now trail the Broncos 9-7. We've played 2. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market. Plenty of summer activities and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
line. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system? I don't want to wait. Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit need.
And we go to the top of the third, 9-7 Broncos. A lot of scoring. 8, 9, and 1 scheduled for the Broncos. They batted around in the second. It'll be Caravala, Catlett, and Little Jim. Smith out for inning number 2. Went 2/3 of the second inning. Came in and shut the door. Took over for Salva, who gave up 9. First pitch to Caravala is low and in. That's a good strike at the knees, 1-1. Caravala out of Alma College. Tripled and scored in the second. That's in there for a strike. Smith, a very fast worker, which is good. Hot out today. And a 1-2. Looks like Caravala is going to make him slow down a little bit. Asked for time and was granted it. Not an automatic thing. Hitters just can't step out. They have to ask and be approved. That is popped up down the left field line. Cross had him played perfectly, ranging towards the line, and will haul it in. 1 out. Here is a 9-hole man, Tucker Catlett. Catlett singled and scored in the second. Doing the catching tonight. That's his first look at Smith. That is away. Ball 1. Catlett out of Cloud County Community College. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Smith. 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. We're in the top of the third. 9-7 Broncos. That's a good fastball at the knees. 1-2. Catlett, a .222 hitter, start of the day. That is low and away. Be a little better now. He's 1 for 1 today. Still plenty of space here in the bleachers. Come on out if you're in the area or just getting off work. Here's a 2-2. That is going to float high. After having him 0-2, he will force a 3-2 count. And swung on and missed. Good pitch at the knees from Smith. That will be out number 2. Second strikeout of the ball game for Smith. Top of the order here is Caleb Littlejim, the shortstop. 1 for 2 and a run scored in the second. Out of Kansas State. And the pitch. And that is foul straight back. First pitch swinging. 0-1. Smith will pound the zone. About a 3 or 4 to 1 ball to strike ratio. That is low and away, 1-1. And that's wide. 2 balls and a strike. Smith trying to get the Broncos in order for the first time today. And a 2-1. Swung on, just got a piece of it. And that's strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith with a quick look. Here it is. And that's high and away, 3-2. So, back-to-back full counts. We'll see who wins it. 3-2. Just gets a piece of it and fouls it back. Good at bat here by Little Jim. Walked in the first, singled in the second, and scored. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. That is popped up down the left side. That's going to be out of play. Hit it a mile high. Home run distance, just foul. Guy remains 3-2. Here it is. That's going to miss low, and he'll lose him. First walk issued of the ball game by Smith, and that's a 2-out walk. Here is Austin Toth. 0 for 1 today, walked in the second and scored. Right-hander out of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Little Jim over at first, 2 outs. First pitch swinging, and that is fouled back. One thing about Austin Smith is he will get ahead of hitters. Two-out walk won't hurt you as bad as a leadoff walk. And the 0-1. And looks like they're going to call a balk. Looks like Little John will be down to second. It didn't look like Smith came to a complete stop. And that's one of the drawbacks of a fast worker. They get in a rhythm. Good call by the umpire. And Little John down to second base. Pitchers must come to a discernible stop. And the 0-1. That is in there for a strike. 0-2 now to Austin Toth. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. That is in there at the knees, and that'll do it for the Broncos. They will strand one, and they'll come away empty. We've played 2.5, 9-7 Broncos. We'll be right back.
No hassles and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the third. 9-7 Broncos. Lots of offense today. Looks like Ruskin Hayes will be out for inning number 3. He's given up 7 runs and 6 hits so far. 8, 9, and 1 scheduled for the Aviators will be Garcia, McCarthy, and Gutierrez. Here is Manny Garcia. 1 for 1 today. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. Garcia with the average up to 182 at the beginning of the day. And the 1-0 is low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Garcia, the shortstop, out of LaSalle. And a 2-0 is swung through and missed. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 now to the shortstop. And it's a good off-speed pitch. He swings through it and misses. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third. Aviators get a couple in the second and 5 in the first. Here's a 2-2. That's low and away. 3-2. El Dorado will also be on the road this weekend. They will start a 3-game series tomorrow at Great Bend. Three-two. Good backdoor curveball, and that'll get Garcia looking. He thought it was going to be inside. Haven't caught the inside corner for out number 1. 1 out here is Garrett McCarthy. Singled and was stranded in the first. McCarthy out of Mission College. He is in center field tonight. 208 on the season. That was off the end of the bat, foul down the left-hand side. Out just ahead of it. Hitters having trouble keeping their hands back on Ruskin Hayes. Does not overpower you. A lot of change of pace. And the 0-1. That's in there for a strike. Aviators thinking that one might be inside. They might be just giving up on it just a little bit too quickly. 0-2 now, 1 out. That is bounced down the third base side, just foul. Just foul by about 6 inches. Oh, and 2 now to McCarthy. Get to the league standings in just a little bit. Aviators hitting .238 on the season as a team. That is off the end of the bat. Broken bat. That'll get through for a base hit. Looks like McCarthy is going to be hustling. He is into second base. Looks like he caught both the shortstop and the second baseman. They both went after that ball, and neither one of them went back to second base very quickly. So that will be a single and an error. So McCarthy into second base. Hustling all the way. Got that one out of the box. 1 out, top of the order now for Shea Gutierrez. So good hustle play there by Garrett McCarthy. He is now at second base with 1 out. Aviators trail the Broncos 9-7. First pitch swinging at is down the third base side, backhanded by Sheets. He's got the runner hung up. Looks like McCarthy is going to be in a rundown. Looks like McCarthy is going to be tagged out, and that'll be out number 2. He will be in the rundown, and Gutierrez down to second base. Not the best of base running there by Garrett McCarthy. That ball needs to go through. If it goes through, he scores easily. Two down now. Here is Carter Cross. And he takes a pitch high, ball 1. Cross reached on an error in the first and scored. Flew out and later on in the first inning. Aviators sent 11 men to the plate in the first. And the 1-0. That is off the end of the bat, backhanded nicely by Sheets. He is up with it over to first. A little bit high, but Sargent able to go up and get it, and that'll be out number 3. So the Aviators are going to strand 1. We've played 3. Broncos 9, Aviators 7. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back, top of the 4th. We go 9-7 Broncos, 3, 4, and 5 for El Dorado scheduled. It'll be Sheets, Solomon, and Sargent scheduled. Austin Smith out for apparent inning number 3. 3 strikeouts. He has walked 1 and no hits. This will be Sheets' first look at Smith. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Sheets out of Sugar Land, Texas. And the 1-0 is high and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Smith worked 2/3 of the second and all of the third. That is low. So 3 straight balls to Tanner Sheets here in the 4th. Sheets 1 for 2, double and a couple of RBIs. And the 3-0 is right down the middle, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. We'll see if Smith can get healthy. And that is swung on. That got a piece of just about everybody. 3-2 now. The leadoff man, Sheets. Here it is. Off-speed pitch swung through, and that'll do it. So nasty curveball from Smith where the bottom fell completely out. That is out number 1. That'll be strikeout number 4 for Smith. And the first pitch to Maddox Solomon is in there for a strike. Solomon 1 for 2, singled and scored in the second. Couple of RBIs, and he is in the hole 0-2. And the 0-2. Just missed outside, 1-2. Broncos hitting .249 as a team, giving up just a smidge over 5 runs a game. And the 1-2 is cued back to the mound. Smith has got it over to first in time. Two down now. Here's Brady Sargent. One for 2, a triple, and a couple of RBIs in the second. This is his first look at Smith. Steps in from the right side out of Utah Valley State. Swings through the first one, strike 1. Oh, 1, 2 outs. We're in the top of 4. 9-7 Broncos. And the 0-1. That is foul straight back, 0-2. No activity yet in the Aviator bullpen. Both bullpens are quiet. And the 0-2. That is bounced foul down our way. Three words you'll hear frequently if you're around baseball long enough. It's somebody on it. That is bounced to the left side. They'll just sneak through for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for Brady Sargent. And he will be aboard. Jarrett Coyne is next out of Alma College. 0 for 1, a walk and a run scored in the second. Also bounced out in the second. So big second inning for the Broncos. They scored 9. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. That was airmails the pitcher, Smith. Runner at first base, that would be Brady Sargent. Little flare through the left side. He is aboard. And that one's high, 1-1. Ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, runner at first. Next 3 guys up are out of Alma College. Coyne, Onstendig, and Caravala. Swung through and fouled it back, 1-2. First of two tonight, doubleheader. 2 7-inning ball games for you. We're in the top of the fourth in game one. Broncos 9-7 on the season. Good lead over there by Sargent. Off-speed pitch, broke his bat. That is bounced to the left side, foul. I know a guy. Ball and 2 strikes now to Coyne. 255 hitter. He's got him a new piece of lumber. He's all ready to go. One ball and 2 strikes. Smith trying to get out of it with no further damage. And that is a flare to the second baseman. Gutierrez 2 steps back and he'll haul it in. And that'll do it for the Broncos. We have played 3.5. Broncos 9, Aviators 7. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Aviators trail the Broncos 9-7. 3, 4, and 5 for the Aviators. It'll be Nixon, Williams, and Stoltz. Hayes out for inning number 4 of work. He's given up 7 runs on 7 hits. 3 errors for the Broncos. That hasn't helped. Here is Damon Nixon. Steps in from the left side. 0 for 2 today. And he takes a pitch low, ball 1. 294 at the beginning of the day out of Florence Darlington Tech. And that is wide, ball 2. And a 2-0. That is driven to center. Caravala, good jump on it. And he'll make the catch over his left shoulder for out number 1. Good route on the baseball by Caravala. And Nixon is retired. Hit it right on the screws, but nothing to show for it. 1 out. Here's Nigel Williams. Looks like Michael Chaney getting loose over in the El Dorado bullpen. Here's Nigel Williams. 1 for 2 today, scored a couple of times, reached on a fielder's choice last time, singled into first, and he takes a pitch low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. And he's out ahead of that one, popped to left. Looks like Coyne has a beat on it, and will haul it in. 2 outs now. This will be an opportunity for Hayes to get the Aviators in order if he can get Nick Stoltz right here. Best inning was his 3rd, only faced 4 hitters. Stoltz out of Miami of Ohio. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. Stoltz tripled in the 2nd, a couple of RBIs. And a 1-0. That is bounced foul down our way. One ball and one strike. It's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 9-7 Broncos. Here's the 1-1. Swung through and missed. Way out ahead of it. 1-2. Hayes very much a finesse pitcher. Jaquetta would be next. And a 1-2. Low and away. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. Looks like Stoltz is going to ask for time. Hayes is going to step off and restart. We're all ready to go. Long look. Here it is. That is in there for a call strike. Caught the outside corner. Stoltz will go down looking. The Aviators go in order. We've played 4. 9-7 Broncos. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market. Plenty of summer activities and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th, 9-7 Broncos. Smith out for inning number 4. Actually, inning number 3 of work for him. Actually, this is inning number 4. Top of 5, 9-7 Broncos. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Broncos. First pitch to Jordan Anstendig is low. Ball 1. Anstendig 1 for 2. Base hit in the second and struck out later on in the second. And he takes a strike, 1-1. Anstendig out of Alma College. Swings through that one and fouls it back. 1-2. 180 hitter at the beginning of the day. Second baseman. Right on left matchup. And the 1-2 is wide, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. That is high and in. 3-2. So far, so good on our computers. Still hanging in there. We've lost 1, but we'll have another one. 3-2. That is into right field for a base hit. So a 3-2 base hit. He is turning the bag hard. Throw into second base, and he'll be in there with a double. So a leadoff double for Jordan Anstendig. And the Broncos have something cooking here in the top of the 5th. Not much time left. 7-inning ball game. Here is Pete Caravala. Another Alma College product. He is 1 for 2, tripled and scored in the second. Runner at second base, nobody out. Top of 5. Low and away, ball 1. Ball and no strikes, nobody out. 9 hits for the Broncos, 7 for the Aviators. That is low. 3 errors for the Broncos, 1 for the Aviators. So a sloppy game with 4 miscues. 2-0, swung through and missed. Good fastball from Smith. 2-1. Smith took over for Jason Salva. In the second. Big second inning for the Broncos. They get 9. That is low. 3-1. Three balls and no strikes. Still very warm here at the ballpark. 3-1 has popped up. Catcher and Williams. Williams makes the call and the play. A good play there by Nigel Williams. That's tough play, tough wind. Ball was actually going away from Stoltz, so the right guy made the call, and we have out number 1. Tucker Catlett now, 1 for 2. Struck out last time in the third. Cloud County Community College, 2:22 at the start of the day. 1 out now, runner at second. Here it is. Off-speed pitch from Smith is low and away. Good stop there by Stoltz. Jordan Anstendig down at second base. He led it off with a base hit down the right field line. And a 1-0. And it's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Smith is struggling a little bit with command here in the last inning or so. Did not appear to be his usual self. Here's the 2-0. High and away, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to the 9-hole man, Tucker Catlett. And the 3-0 is wide, and he'll walk him on 4 pitches. First and second now, 1 out. Top of the order now, here is Caleb Littlejim. 1 for 1 and a run scored. A couple of walks out of Kansas State. Struggling a little bit defensively early on. First and second now, 1 out. Aviators 1 pitch away from getting out of it. They get a ground ball and a double play. And off-speed pitch misses wide. So that's 5 in a row from Smith. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Glad to be back with you. And the 1-0. That is wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Aviators will be at Hayes starting tomorrow night for 3. Then at Derby on Tuesday. And a 2-0. Snap throw down to second. Pretty good shot there by Stoltz. Anstendig back in there head first. Two balls and a strike. How about that? Engineers are so wonderful. We have computer capability. 2-1. That is wide again. 3-1. It's pitch number 60 for Smith. Top of the order here is Caleb Littlejim. That is drilled to left field, and Cross will get it on a hop. Everybody will move up 90 feet, so now they're loaded with one out. So a solid base hit for Caleb Littlejim. That'll be his second base hit of the game. Now some activity now in the Aviator bullpen. Lance Spongeberg going to go to the mound. Looks like Byron Smith is getting loose. Utility guy, catcher, pitcher. And he can hit too. Will be getting loose. Pretty quick meeting there from Coach Spongeberg. Here is Austin Toth. Toth hitless today. He's 0 for 2. Did walk and score in the second. Toth out of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. And the pitch. First pitch is swung through and foul back 0-1. Top of 5, 7-inning ball game. First of 2 today. We'll have game 2 for you about 30 minutes after game 1. And the 0-1. That's a good off-speed pitch swung through and missed. And he's got Toth in the hole 0-2. Smith in desperate need of a strikeout. And the 0-2. Swung through and missed, and he got him. That'll be out number 2. Second strikeout of the ball game for Toth. Strikeout number 5 for Austin Smith. Tanner Sheets now out of Sugar Land. Struck out in the 4th. 1 for 3, a single and an RBI. That is in there for a strike. Smith trying to get out of the inning without any damage. Onstendig led it off with a double. He is now down to 3rd. Caravala popped out. And Catlett walked. Little John with a base hit, and they're loaded. And you're up to date. Count even now, 1-1. And the 1-1. That has popped up. Aviators got a chance to get out of it. Garcia, the shortstop, making the call and the play, and that'll do it. So El Dorado leaves them loaded. Austin Smith dodges a huge bullet. We have played 4.5. Broncos 9, Aviators 7. We'll be right back.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system? I don't want to wait. Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is in Sales Lease.
I don't want to wait anymore.
And welcome back. Go to the bottom of the 5th. 9-7 Broncos. Aviators within striking distance. Looks like Ruskin Hayes will be going out for inning number 5. Six, 7, and 8 for the Aviators. Jaquetta, ball 1. Jaquetta out of Cochise. 0 for 2 tonight. And that is driven deep to center. Looks like Caravala going back. And it looks like It's Toth. Toth comes out of nowhere, makes the call, and a diving catch just near the track to rob Jaquetta of a double or possibly more. A good play out there by Toth. He came a long way. I thought Caravala was going to be the one that would call that. So that's one out on the inning. Here is Jack Cuccinata out of LaSalle. Big home run in the first, 3-run variety. First pitch swinging, and that is bounced foul. Pretty good hands by Coach Spongeberg. He is up with it, back to the pitcher in time. No balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch right in there at the belt. 0-2 now. Hitting .296 at the start of the day. And that swung on and missed. Just got a piece of it, looks like. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Aviators running out of time. And the 0-2, that is low. And he's out in front of that one, foul. Just missed that one coming over the bag at third, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of 5. Aviators trail by 2. Here's the 1-2. That is low and away. Looks like Hayes showed a little different arm slot. Dropped down just a little bit. 2-2. And that is in there for a strike at the letters. So Cuccinata will go down looking for out number 2. Pitch was a little bit up, a little bit too close to take. Out number 2 now, here is Manny Garcia. 1 for 2 today, struck out in the third, singled in the first out of LaSalle. And he's out ahead of 1, 0-1. No balls and a strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Hayes trying to get the Aviators in order for the second inning in a row. Swung on and missed. Good hack at that one from Garcia. It's gotten the batting average up to 182 now. And that is low. One ball, 2 strikes. Swung through and missed, and that'll do it for the Aviators. They go in order for the second inning and a row. We've played 5. Broncos 9, Aviators 7. We'll be back. I think.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back. Top of the sixth we go. New arm on the mound. We will go from Austin Smith to Byron Smith. Smith, the right-hander, will take over. He'll face 4, 5, and 6 of the El Dorado order. Broncos lead at 9-7. Broncos get 9 in the second, and that has been it. Aviators got 5 in the first, 2 in the second. And that's been it since. First pitch to Maddox Solomon is wide, ball 1. Swung on and missed. And that'll be evened it up, 1-1. 1 for 3 today for Maddox Solomon. That is low. Out of Cisco Junior College. Got him in the 4 spot tonight. He's a designated hitter. That is swung on and popped up. That will be out of play. Wind just about pushed that one back in. Two balls and 2 strikes to Solomon. 261 hitter at the start of the day. Here it is. That is wide. 3-2. Byron Smith out of San Diego. Freshman year at Point Loma. 3-2. Good fastball. Got him looking on the outside corner. And that'll do it for Solomon. That'll be out number 1. That will be Smith's first strikeout. Brady Sargent now. A single and a triple. He's 2 for 3. Right-handed hitter out of Utah Valley State. It's his first look at Byron Smith. He takes a pitch wide, ball 1. And a 1-0. That is in there at the knees, 1-1. Good location there for Smith. Jason Salva started it, made it an inning and 2/3. Austin Smith came in. Now Byron Smith. That is bounced foul. Little excuse me swing there from Brady Sargent. Tried to check his swing, and it's fouled off. One ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Byron Smith used primarily as a catcher. 1-2. That is into left field for a base hit. Cross comes up with it, kind of gets a tricky hop, and is able to hold Sargent to a single. Byron Smith did lead the state of California in strikeouts with 127 his senior year. About 6'2", 170. That is fouled off. That is Jarrett Coyne, 0-1 on him. Coyne 0 for 2, a walk and a run scored in the second out of Alma College. Throw over. Aviators need to be careful. Sun is getting lower on the horizon. And the 0-1. Off-speed pitch is wide. Aviators are banking on Smith being able to throw at least a couple of innings and not make it all the way through the order. I think he's probably good for a couple of innings. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Anybody has any College World Series scores, you can tweet us at Hook Bats. Let us know what's going on. We'll pass it on to the rest of the world. 1-2, one out. That misses wide. Smith having trouble locating the off-speed pitch at the moment. 2-2, one out. Sargent over at first base with a one-out single. And a 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for Jarrett Coyne. Strikeout number 2 for Smith. 2 outs on the inning. Jordan Anstending now. Tough out today. He is 2 for 3. Double, single, and a strikeout. Left-hander out of Alma College. Second baseman tonight. Started the day at 180, but that is sure to go up. Throw over to first, and Sargent back in there. Game 2 will start about 30 minutes after the completion of Game 1, so still time to get out here. That is driven to right field, and Cuccinata is right there to haul it in. Not an easy play, but he made it look easy. So El Dorado will strand one. We have played 5.5, 9-7 Broncos. We'll be back.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And we're back. Bottom of the 6th we go. Aviators with some work to do. They trail the Broncos 9-7. Looks like Ruskin Hayes will be lifted. Looks like Michael Cheney out of the University of Arkansas. Monticello will take over. Right-hander. Worked in 6 games this year. 8 innings of work. 5 hits, 9 runs, 15 walks. So a little bit of command issues there. So that's good news. 9-1-2 for the Aviators. Here is Garrett McCarthy. That's in the dirt. 2-0. So Hayes would stand to win it if things were to stay the same. Broncos lead at 9-7. That is popped to center. Center fielder Caravala coming in. And unable to haul it in. Looks like that was in and out of his glove. So that will be an error McCarthy will reach, and the Aviators will send the tying run to the plate. Top of the order now, here is Shea Gutierrez. Runner at first base. You got to wonder if there might be a sacrifice situation here. Maybe a little late for small ball. Gutierrez 1 for 2. Hit by pitch in the second. That is by the catcher. That'll be a pass ball. And McCarthy down to second base. So that's been Cheney's difficulty all season long, is command. That wasn't in the dirt or anything, so you got to wonder if he may have been crossed up. Nonetheless, Garrett McCarthy is down to second base with nobody out. Gutierrez, 339 at the start of the day. That is swung on through the left side for a base hit. They will hold the runner at third. And the Aviators have something cooking. First and third, nobody out here in the sixth. So a good strong base hit there by Gutierrez. That'll bring up Carter Cross. Cross out of the University of Nebraska. He is hitless. Reached on an error in the first and scored. Popped up and grounded out to the left side. 2:22 at the start of the day. First and third, lots of speed now on the base pass. And that is an off-speed pitch in there. Catches the outside corner. A good job there by Cheney getting ahead in the count. Very dangerous hitter here with Carter Cross. Good power. Can take the lead with one swing. And the 0-1. That's in there at the knees, 0-2. If there's anybody you'd like to have 0-2, it'd be Carter Cross. Gutierrez over at first, McCarthy over at third. Nobody out. And the 0-2's in the dirt. And a run will score. Looks like Gutierrez is going to take third. So not a whole lot of urgency by the catcher, Catlett. And Gutierrez is going to make him pay for it. He is down to third. 9-8 now. Broncos. Tying run at third base. One and two. Here it is. That is fisted foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. McCarthy led it off. Routine fly ball to center was dropped. Gutierrez with a single. Wild pitch. And some lollygagging. And the Aviators are 1 run away. That is high. 2-2 now. Here's a 2-2 from Cheney. That is bounced through the left side. Infield was drawn in. And the run will score. So Cross will get his first base hit of the ball game and an RBI. And we're tied.
Now batting number 10, Damon Nixon.
Here's Damon Nixon. Aviators have knotted it up, all 9 apiece. So close the book on Ruskin Hayes. He can no longer win or lose it. Be up to Michael Cheney. Here is Damon Nixon. Takes a pitch low, ball 1. Hitless today, a couple of ground outs and a fly out to center. Good play out there by the right fielder. And that's in the dirt. Looks like a good secondary. And Cross down to second base. Cross read that ball in the dirt very well. He was off. And that will be a wild pitch. So nobody out, runner at second base. Cross down to second. A go-ahead run. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. That was a good overhand curveball from Cheney. 2-1. Nixon 294 at the start of the day. He's over at first base today. Has played some third base. Cheney going to step off and run Carter back. Nixon been nursing a pulled muscle in his leg. Not 100%. 2-1. That is down the right field line. Foul. Boy, he squared it up. 2-2. Same two clubs in El Dorado last night. El Dorado came out on top 7-5. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out. Aviators with a great chance to take the lead right here. And a pitch. That is bounced to the right side, foul. Nixon trying to do everything he can to get the ball to the right side, to get Cross over to third base with one out. Two-two. Cheney with a look. Here it is. That is fouled back. That got a piece of the catcher, Catlett. Umpire is going to do a little dirt work so Catlett can figure out what town he's in. Some activity now in the Aviator bullpen. Looks like Kyle John getting loose. He may be called upon to save this thing. Here's the 2-2. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, good off-speed pitch, and that'll do it for Nixon. He'll swing through it for out number one. One out now. Here is Nigel Williams. 1 for 3 today. A couple of runs scored. New guy out of Lake Erie College.
Number 9, Nathan Williams.
First pitch to Williams is very high and very inside. Ball one. McCarthy led it off. He reached on a fly ball that was mishandled in center field. That was an error and a base hit by Gutierrez. Another hit by Cross. We're all tied up. That is to center field. Center fielder camped. Caravala hauls it in. Not deep enough to score or to move up Cross. So 2 outs now. It'll be up to Nick Stoltz to keep things going.
Now batting number 4, Nate Stoltz.
Here's the catcher, Nate Stoltz, out of Miami of Ohio. Tripled in the second. He's 1 for 3. Base hit, and the Aviators go ahead. That's in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Catlett. Not far away enough for Cross to move down to third. Aviators have gotten 2 here in the bottom of the 6th to tie it up. We're all tied at 9. 10 hits for the Broncos, 9 hits for the Aviators. 4 errors for the Broncos. That is a off-speed pitch in there for a call strike. 1-1. Game 1 of 2. This is a 7-inning contest. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 1-2. Luke Giacchetta would be next. And a 1-2. Here it is. It's popped up. Foul. Aviators had runners at second and third with nobody out. Now down to their final out here in the bottom of the 6th. Kyle John continues to get loose in the bullpen. Here's the 1-2. That is driven to left field. Coyne ranging over and will haul it in, and that'll do it. So the Aviators get a couple. They'll strand one. We've played 6. We're all tied at 9. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market. Plenty of summer activities and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
And we're back, top of the 7th. We're all tied at 9. New arm on the mound for the Aviators. Looks like they will call on Kyle John out of Texas State to come in to give the Aviators a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Kyle John, 8 games, 11 innings of work, 15 hits, 9 runs, 13 strikeouts, and 2 walks. So pretty good accuracy. 8, 9, and 1 for El Dorado. It'll be Caravala, Catlett, and Little Jim. That is in there for... Okay. Two balls and no strikes. Everybody in the ballpark thought that might be a strike except for the umpire. They will correct the scoreboard. That is popped foul. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Correction, 2 and 1. John does give up a few hits, 15 hits. And that hit him. So a leadoff hit by pitch. And the Aviators have the 8-hole man aboard with nobody out. Just can't seem to get out of their own way at times. John with a 7.36 ERA. Aviators are calling on him to keep that to nothing for this inning. Tucker Catlett now, out of Cloud County, doing the catching. 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Singleton scored in that big 9-run second inning for the Broncos. Caravala over at first shows bunt and takes a ball. El Dorado thinking small ball here. And rightfully so. Runner at first base, nobody out. Perfect sacrifice situation. See if they put it on again. Yes, they do. And that is fouled back. Even there was a discussion on the broadcast and on the College World Series about bunting mechanics and the deterioration thereof. This is a pure sacrifice situation. Looks like he is going to square. Bat is out ahead. And he got the bat head down low and come up empty. 1-2. Anytime the head of that bat gets down below the hands, you're in big trouble. 1-2. See if they continue to put it on. Pretty good lead over there by Caravala. And that is wide. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Nobody out. Go ahead run at first base. We're in the top of the 7th. That is bounced foul. Looks like Catlett may have swung at ball 3. We'll take it. Broncos 249 as a team. Earned run average of 5.05 is bound to go up after this one. Here's a 2-2. Swung on and missed. Good change of pace there from John. And that is out number 1. Kyle John, 4th arm of the ball game for the Aviators. Jason Salva started it, went an inning and 2/3. Austin Smith came in, shut things down. Byron Smith pitched a scoreless 6th. Now Kyle John with a leadoff hit by pitch and a strikeout. Here is Caleb Little Jim. First pitch swing. That has popped up our direction. Just going to be over our head. I could have had it, but Chris called me off. Engineers always think they can catch everything. It's like pitchers think they can hit. And all infielders think they can pitch. It's amazing how that two-way delusion goes. Anyway. Ball and no strikes to the shortstop out of Kansas State. Couple of hits on the night, couple of walks. That is a call strike at the knees on the inside corner, 0-2. Aviators trying to get off the field here and maybe walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. At least that's the plan. We're all tied at 9. That's in the dirt, smothered nicely by Stoltz. 0-2. Excuse me, 1-2. Caravala, the 8-hole hitter, was hit by a pitch, leading it off. Tucker Catlett struck out. We're at the top of the order now. Throw over. And Caravala's back in there. Temperature cooling off a little here. It's got to be below 95 by now. That is high and away. I'm advised it's down to 97. Might need a jacket. Here's the 1-2. Just inside, almost hit him. 2-2. Little John with a single in the second and a single in the fifth. Scored in the second. And a 2-2. That is driven to center field. McCarthy back into his right, and he'll run it down. Good jump by McCarthy in center. Little John hit it on the screws, but McCarthy will take it away, and 2 outs. Aviators outfield takes very, very good routes to the baseball. Very seldom do you see them take a bad route. That has saved them numerous times. Here is Austin Toth. And he takes a ball. Arkansas Pine Bluff. A couple of strikeouts, a walk, and a fielder's choice. He is 0 for 3. And a pitch. That is wide. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs. Go ahead run over at first. We're all tied at 9. Top of 7, 7-inning ball game. (2-0). That is down the left field line. Crosses up with it. Throw into third. Got him. Cross comes up with it, throws a strike to third, and cuts down Caravala, and that'll do it. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th, all tied up. Maybe that's the spark to get the Aviators going. We're all tied at 9. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages.
And welcome back. Bottom of the 7th we go. We're all tied at 9. Aviators with an opportunity to walk it off right here. Chiquetta, Cuccinata, and Garcia scheduled. Cheney out for inning number 2. He took over for Ruskin Hayes, who had a 2-run lead when he came in. Here is Luke Giacchetta. First pitch to him, and he hit him. So good news there. Umpires are coming in. Looks like a few words exchanged. So Giacchetta was saying that you are now off the Christmas card list. And there's still some talk going on. Looks like the base umpire is going to issue some warnings to both dugouts. So Giacchetta will wear it. That wasn't even close. You don't think that...
Running for the Aviators, number 25, Zach Nagalski.
Looks like Zach Nagalski will come in to run for Jaquetta.
Now batting,
Winning run is on at first base. Cucinotta now out of LaSalle. Big home run in the first. 1 for 3 today. 296 at the start of the day. He's going to square to bunt. That one's at his head. Gets out of the way for ball 1. And shows bunt again. That is low. Pretty good stop there by Catlett. Saved the runner going to second base. Looked like a knucklehead out in the parking lot making a big dirt storm doing donuts. So if you see a little dirt storm rolling in, it's not the Dust Bowl. It's just a knucklehead. 2-0 now. Shows bunt, and that is a good bunt. That is just foul. The bad head out, just had her aimed in the wrong direction. Got it down. 2 balls and a strike. And the donuts continue. In a minivan too, so somewhere somebody's mom is looking for the minivan to go get groceries. Here's the 2-1. That is bunted right back to the pitcher. Pitcher unable to handle it. Throws it wide. And they throw back behind trying to get Cucinotta sneaking off too far. And El Dorado falling apart a little bit. Cucinotta is aboard on the error. So the winning run now at second base. Still nobody out. Here is Manny Garcia out of LaSalle. 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. Looks like the corners are going to be in. And a pitch. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Garcia showed bunt. Pulled it back. Really don't want hitters bunting off-speed pitches, at least the first pitch of the ball game. Or the at-bat. Shows bunt again. And he takes a pitch low. Good eye at the plate by Garcia. Ball and a strike. Nobody out. Corners are in. Shortstop is deep. Second baseman is about halfway. They're deep in the outfield. And shows bunt, takes inside. 2-1. Two and 1 now to Garcia. Shows bunt, takes it wide, 3-1. Michael Cheney having his struggles. Aviators jumped out to a 5-run lead. Broncos came back, took a 9-5 lead. That is bunted down the third base line. Third baseman fields it up and over to first. Safe. Throw was high to Austin Digg. He was covering. And by the time the second baseman came down on the bag, Garcia was already by. See how they score it. That has got to be an error, so everybody is safe. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Here is Garrett McCarthy. Aviators jump out to a 5-run lead. Broncos came back, got 9 in the second. Aviators answer with 2 in the second. First pitch to McCarthy is low. No action in the El Dorado bullpen. Looks like it's going to be up to Cheney to win it or lose it. Ball and no strikes. Garrett McCarthy right here, a chance for the Aviators to walk it off. 9-9. That is in there for a strike at the knees, 1-1. Good pitch there by Cheney. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 errors on the night for the Broncos. That has been their downfall. 1-1. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2 now. McCarthy hitting in the 9 spot. 2 for 3 tonight. Reached on an error in the 6th and scored. Good night for Garrett McCarthy. Also had a good night in the field. 1-2. Infield is in. Off-speed pitch. Tried to check his swing. Catcher up. Puts the tag on. Looks like he checked his swing from my vantage point. I have a better vantage point than the umpire in the field does. Looks like he held up. 2-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. And they'll step on it for out number 1. 1 out. Base is still loaded. Top of the order here is Shea Gutierrez.
Now batting number 1, Shea Gutierrez.
Base hit and a double. He's 2 for 3 and a hit by pitch. 3:39 at the start of the day. Bases are loaded. Nagalski over at third, Cucinotta at second, Garcia over at first. All tied at 9. 1 out. That is swung on and bounced to the left side, right side, and that'll do it. So Little Jim has no play. Aviators will walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. They'll take the 10-9 win. Here's your totals. 9 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors for the Broncos. 10 runs, 11 hits, and an error for the Aviators. They come from behind to win it. Kyle John will come in and receive the win. Michael Cheney will be tagged with the loss. Aviators go to 5-11. El Dorado 9-8. We'll have game 2 of this doubleheader in about 25 minutes. We'll be seeing you then.
In a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.